What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. I had a chance to see Spider-Man No Way Home last night at an early pre-screener. Huge thank you to my friend Matt Ramos Soups for having me. The movie is absolutely insane, and if you want to see my spoiler-free reaction review, I posted that in the middle of the morning last night. I'll link it at the end of this video. I know for a lot of you here in the US, you're going to go see it today or this weekend. Maybe you've seen it already internationally, but huge spoiler warning. If you haven't seen the film already, we're going to be breaking down both post-credit scenes, the details and Easter eggs there within, how they relate to the film and the ending of the film, and the big questions they pose going forward into the MCU. Again, if you haven't seen the film, this is a major spoiler warning, and you might want to back out now. If not, yes, we're diving into that Venom post-credit scene, how the symbiote now is in the MCU, what happened there, and one really curious detail that they never answered at any point throughout the film. We're also diving headfirst into the Multiverse of Madness trailer that was officially attached to the end. There are some rumors that's going to be released like places on YouTube here very soon to the public, but in the meantime, we have to talk about what happened during that trailer, not just the consequences of Spider-Man No Way Home, but how it's all sort of come together in the MCU to lead to serious problems in the multiverse. We're breaking down everything, both Spider-Man No Way Home post-credit scenes, but first, if you could consider hitting the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content here at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the anonymous 4chan plot leak and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button, leaving a comment down below, and if you do, that'll automatically enter you for our giveaways, which there are many. We're giving away a PlayStation 5 at 920,000 subscribers, and we are halfway there already. Hit the sub button, leave a comment down below, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, the first post-credit scene opens with Eddie Brock and Venom sitting at a bar. It's Eddie Brock not in Venom form, he's just having the dialogue inside his head, and yes, it is Tom Hardy's version. Now, they're at a tiki hut, which places them basically in the same resort they transported to at the end of the post-credit scene for Venom Let There Be Carnage. And how they've set up this scene, Eddie Brock's been sitting there drinking alone all night and scribbling on napkins as the bartender sort of recants the events of the MCU. When he goes to speak, very audibly drunk again, he says, "So let me get this straight. This place is full of superpowered people. There was a billionaire and he had a tin suit and he could fly. And then there's this angry green guy." And the bartender says, "Yes, Hulk," to which you hear Venom remark, "And you thought Lethal Protector was a name." And then he starts to ask specifically about what happened with Thanos. "Tell me again about the purple alien and how he likes stones." I don't think aliens like stones, and of course, Eddie Brock knows firsthand what aliens like because he lives with one in a symbiotic relationship. To which the bartender very sternly and emotionally says, "He erased my family for 5 years." Now, that makes Eddie Brock take a step back, and even though this is so hard to believe for him, and remember, he's been transported to this universe, and he, like the rest of the villains, would be trying to immediately figure out what's going on. That's why all of a sudden he's been told all about what's going on in the MCU, and that's when he remarks that maybe he should talk to this Spider-Man, and then all of a sudden, as soon as he stands up, he gets transported back like the rest of the villains at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, because when Doctor Strange spends out that spell, it presumably transports everybody who came from a different universe back at the same time, solving that problem. Here's the thing though, they made sure to tell us during the film that only villains, only people who knew Spider-Man started coming here, except in Venom, they have not established at all why that symbiote, the one that's attached to Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock, would know of Spider-Man. Now, if you remember at the end of Venom, Let There Be Carnage, he talked about the hive mind knowledge and how it would melt Eddie Brock's brain. So presumably other Venom symbiotes have interacted with Spider-Man, a story as long as time, and that symbiote that interacted with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man shares hive knowledge with the symbiote that is attached to Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy's version. So regardless of them being the same versions or variants, there's a hive mind of knowledge there that works similar to how sort of all of the Spider-Men are connected across the Spider-Verse. They have a hive mind of their own for the symbiotes. In that, symbiotes would have interacted with Peter Parker and Spider-Man, and that's what brought him to this universe. So while they haven't established specifically that Venom interacting with Spider-Man, in the past Venoms have, and that's how he's transported here. But as soon as he's here, he gets transported right back. The major Easter egg being, they make sure to scroll in so that you see, as they zoom in, a bit of the symbiote is left, and right as it goes to sort of animate itself and crawl and sitting on the bar, they cut the scene. Now we officially have the symbiote in the MCU, his connection to the MCU, Tom Holland's Peter Parker from The Spell. You can see where this is all going, but I think it's important to mention, and I don't know how you made it into the 5th minute of this video without this major spoiler, but back out now. 10, 9, 8, please back out. Remember, during the film, Tobey Maguire's symbiote, Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker symbiote is mentioned. Just a reminder that there is Hive knowledge, a connection between Venom and Spider-Man already in the films that are now canonized by this film, and across that Hive mind, that's what would have brought Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock into the MCU via Doctor Strange's spell. Now, speaking of Doctor Strange, the next post-credit scene is just the trailer for Multiverse of Madness, and there's a couple of things I want to say about this very quickly. The trailer looks insane. Insane. Super dark, the kind of horror film that we wanted. So many symbols of the occult, all the stuff you want if you're a Doctor Strange diehard from the comics. I feel like Sam Raimi is absolutely going to nail this one. But because it's a trailer, this is going to be online and very shortly. And I don't mean leaked versions that people are putting all over the place. I'm talking about this is the trailer for Multiverse of Madness, and it's safe to assume they're going to release it in the next couple of weeks online. That's when I'm going to prefer to do my deep dive Easter egg breakdown, because trying to do this from memory is almost impossible, and I can assure you, even if I did, there's so much in there that we're going to need to see in HD. So there will be a full breakdown Easter egg style for that trailer when it's officially released. Right now, all I'm going to do is basically run through a narration of what happened in the trailer and sort of touch on all the major cameos, because there are many. So here we go. So the trailer opens with some ominous scenes in back dialogue from Doctor Strange and Spider-Man No Way Home, talking about tampering with the time-space continuum and that the multiverse is a concept which they know frighteningly little about. You see the reflection of Doctor Strange in the broken watch, an iconic image from the first movie, and it's very serious for his character development. You hear Baron Mordo's voice come over the top about the desecration of reality, and as he walks out into what looks like a version of the mirror dimension, it is breaking apart and in a bad way. You hear Doctor Strange remark over the top of the footage that it was the only way, but he never meant for any of this to happen. We then get a quick shot of him looking at something in the street, a shot of Wanda's hand lighting up red, a shot of Christine Palmer at a wedding, and he's not the groom. We also get a shot of America Chavez from the back of her denim jacket and what looks like she's falling through some portals. It then scrolls in on Wanda, maybe in the same place she's been since she retired to that cabin, but now there are all of these trees. Again, we're going to break this down Easter egg style when it comes out in HD, but Doctor Strange approaches Wanda and she immediately thinks it's about Westview. She says, I made some really bad choices. Some people got hurt, and he goes, I'm not here to talk about Westview. And she says, what are you here for? He goes, I need your help. What do you know about the multiverse? And then this trailer gets really bizarre. You see them standing on the edge of what looks like reality broken into the multiverse, with America Chavez standing behind him. We get a great shot of the new updated look for Baron Mordo, who's very present in this trailer. You get some shots of him standing beside Wong and Scarlet Witch looking full House of M. The trailer starts to show the chaos that's involved with this, pun totally intended. We see Doctor Strange looks like he's using the red chaos magic from Wanda. We then see Gargantos, who was of course leaked a couple of weeks ago via the Lego set, the multi-tentacled monster we've seen from What If, fighting Doctor Strange in the street. He creates a huge razor with one of his orange spells to cut the bus in half. He then meets himself, the What If version in live action form, who they did a great job of recreating how crazy and maniacal he looks. And he said things just got out of hand. Scrolls back to our Doctor Strange and he looks very confused. So again, we're going to do a deep dive breakdown, because I know there are Easter eggs in that trailer that I just was not able to get from memory and taking notes. And it should be released in the next couple of weeks. I think it was just added on as an extra for people going to see No Way Home. I wouldn't really look at it as a post-credit scene, just an extra. They were ready to run the trailer. They said, hey, you know what? We'll run it in theaters only, but it'll be out very soon. A trailer is essentially their best form of promotion. They want everybody to see it in HD. So that's coming, no doubt. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments, questions. We are going to have nothing but Spider-Man No Way Home theory videos coming for quite a while. There is so much to break down in that film, but I'm going to let you guys first digest it, enjoy it. No spoilers, guys. Seriously, stay spoiler free and don't spoil the movie for anybody else when you leave tonight or tomorrow. There are a lot of people who don't have tickets till Saturday, Sunday, through the weekend, or can't see it till next week. Do the right thing. Now quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Alright, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5, and we're doing it at every 20,000 subscribers all the way up to 1 million. So instead of doing it every 100,000, it's every 20,000. That means 5 PlayStation 5s, hopefully knock on wood this year. All you have to do to be entered for any of the giveaways, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you enjoyed today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, wherever you listen to original music under the name All Fires. I would sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, but no big deal. I know it's not for everybody. In the meantime, I do appreciate you checking this channel out. Hit the subscribe button, stick around. We do daily Marvel content, so hopefully I'll see you here in the future. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy Spider-Man No Way Home this weekend. I love you guys. Peace. Peace.